people are pretty much buying cars on the internet, period. Most dealerships are set up to where 80% of the salespeople are sitting on the floor, and maybe 20 or 30% are in the internet department. It's not the way things are going to be for the next 2 years. It's going to change completely. So we're moving 80% of our salespeople in the internet department to handle, to handle the incoming calls, to handle the leads that come in, because that's where it's all coming in. Fewer people are just walking in. It's they're doing the research, they're inquiring, and they want somebody to give them answers before they walk into through the front door.
Yeah. So is that the biggest change that you've seen in the industry take place? Is the car buying process going from in-store to online?
Yeah, it used to be, I remember, years ago, it's like, 30 or 40% of your customers are now doing research online. They're getting more educated. Now they're educated. 90% of your customers are online. They know what their car's worth, they know what your car's worth, and they just want an efficient process. They want an easy, streamlined process. And if you're not a dealership that's going to give it to them, you're not going to be in the mix. You're not going to be even in the cut. You won't be in the hat.
How do you guys stand out?
We do pretty well. We have 1,200 leads that come in every month in and month out. Yeah, between phone calls and third-party leads, and we have under 2-minute response time, which is key.
That's phenomenal. That's better than emergency.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. No, they do. We have an impressive team. They do a really good job, and they're getting better. We just need more. We just need more of them. That's our problem, like everybody else. You were talking earlier about getting the right people. It's recruiting. Finding the right people that have the drive and self-motivated to put in the department that's going to do it the right way.
Do you think that the industry will ever go 100% online? Car buying experience and service experience. There's a lot of companies out there, manufacturers that work with franchise dealerships in order to pick up the customer's vehicle, take it to the dealership, provide all the service while they drop off a loaner. They provide basically a concierge service where they take care of the whole experience of you having to go to the dealership. And now we're seeing a lot of these car buying companies for the used market. We know that franchise laws will probably prevent new car purchasing from car companies that are not associated within the manufacturer. Do you think that it'll ever be a 100% buying process and servicing process? No,
I don't think it'll ever be 100% because, believe it or not, if you ask them, the majority of customers buying cars say they still want to come in and test drive the car. That's a big part of it. So maybe servicing, but the logistics for a big dealership, it would be really tough to handle. I mean, to make sure that if you got a big store doing 5,000, 6,000 customers every single month, to make sure all those customers are being, picked up, cars dropped off, it would be a logistical nightmare. So while I do think that there's a place for that, I don't think it'll ever be 100%. There's just too much. I never thought that the internet would get to be as a big part of the car industry as it is now, but it's gotten that way. So I'll never say never, but I don't see it. I don't see it happening.